Dozens of child sex dolls have been seized by Canadian border agents. This is a little bit alarming. I don't even know they made child sex dolls. This is... Well, there you go. I mean, you want to arrest some people who are probably on the verge of doing some illegal sex activity. Like, whoever's ordering a child sex doll is... probably has a hard drive filled with child pornography. So just arrest those people. It's very simple. Canadian border officers have seized dozens of sex dolls with childlike dimensions and features. An emerging trend child welfare advocates fear could fuel exploitation of real children. Yes, of course it could fuel exploitation of real children. That's why I said you should just go arrest these people that are ordering these things. Obviously the manufacturers as well. This is awful. Records obtained by CBC News under Access to Information Law show the Canada Border Services Agency intercepted at least 42 childlike sex dolls designed explicitly for sex in the past year, seizing them as illegal child pornography. They have come across dozens of these child dolls and reproductions of childlike body parts such as chests and pelvic areas. Of those documented seizures, 30 of them took place in Quebec. Officials estimate the dolls they seized can range in value from $50 to nearly $8,000. In some places, border officers provide detailed descriptions of the dolls to explain why they're being classified as child pornography. According to the documents, the silicone dolls resemble prepubescent girls under the age of 18 because they were small in stature and had underdeveloped breasts. Some of the dolls seized, according to the documents, have interchangeable heads, heating elements, and clothing. Some come with Hello Kitty hair clips, brushes, and blankets. Wow, wow. Are you sure they're child sex dolls? Or they could just be Asian sex dolls. You know? I need to dive deeper into this. What is this heating element? Is this a new technology on sex dolls that you can make them warm? They could be at 98 degrees. You can put them at the temperature of a human body. This is outrageous. The technology is getting bananas with these things. My goodness. That explains why some of them are like thousands of dollars. They obviously have these other elements. They're getting crazy. The dolls are coming from China and Japan, apparently. China and Japan are the primary sources for the dolls cited in these documents. Well, you know, just because they're small and thin, you know, short and thin, that doesn't mean I'm going to say maybe they're children, but they also could be, you know, Asian women in general are, you know, thin and short. I'm generalizing here a little bit, but look, I have experience in this category. I've been around Asian women. I live in Chinatown, okay? CBSA could not provide any more details on the number or types of seizures. The agency said that in general the sex dolls its officers are seeing at the border now are built to be more lifelike than past models. Yeah, they probably even confuse some of these sex dolls for real human beings. They're so lifelike, it's ridiculous. The agency said it has noted an increase in the number of child sex dolls being smuggled into Canada. Okay, they keep saying it's child. So I guess I mean, they must know. I don't know. There's not a picture of these dolls, so I can't tell. So, you know, they probably are child sex dolls, and there probably is a market for child sex dolls, as sad as that is. I mean, any kind of weird fetish you can imagine, it's happening out there, and the people that are into child pornography are just sick. It's just sick, you know. Under Canada's criminal code, the definition of child pornography covers any material or items that depict or describe for sexual purposes a person under 18 years old. Child sex dolls are legal in the U.S., although there is a push to ban the sale of them, distribution, and the importation of sex dolls and sex robots designed to look like children. Wait, they're not. There is a push to ban the sale and distribution of sex dolls that look designed to look like children in the U.S. Yeah, there should be. I mean, you can't have child sex robots and sex dolls. I mean, I don't know. This is a really tricky situation. I mean, what do you do about this? I mean... And then what about virtual? I mean, there's going to be, like, in virtual reality, you could probably eventually have, you know, I don't know. I'm not into VR. It's probably something I should look into. It seems like it could be a fun to go on some sort of VR adventures. But then now I'm imagining, like, there could be VR technology where you could have, it would be like simulating actual sex, right? Maybe they already have this technology. I have no idea. But then you could actually have a VR technology where you're simulating having sex with a child. And what do you do about that? I mean, these technologies raise ethical and moral questions, and our government's always way behind the technology when it comes to technology, and the laws that are governing technology. They're just starting to get on top of like cyber crimes now, and then cyber crimes have been going on for 10 plus years, it's like, this is a tricky situation. I don't know what you do with this. It's not clear, by the way, how many of these seizures of these child sex dolls have led to criminal charges, but to date there has been only one known prosecution in Canada involving a child sex doll. So this is something that needs to be dealt with. Pedophilia is a serious situation, and child sex trafficking is also a serious situation, and you gotta corral anything that could lead to these things. So these kinds of sex dolls and sex robots needs to be monitored, obviously. What do you guys think about all this? This is kind of this is a controversial situation. Call Weird AF News, please, and give your opinion on this. I'd love to hear from you. 646-450-2012. You can email me, funnyjones@gmail.com as well.